Over the last 10 years, we saw a new market emerge and then explode and then dominate the supplement space. Pre-workouts, they were almost non-existent not that long ago. Now it's one of the biggest money makers in the supplement business. Here's the problem. How do you know which one works for you or which one's best for you? And what's the point? Why take a pre-workout anyway? Well, here's the deal. Find a pre-workout that maximizes usable focus. Everything else is pretty much a waste. Compounds that help with recovery or blood flow or whatever, you're looking at splitting hairs. But focus, that's where you can really get your money's worth. But not just any hyper focus you can use. So when you look at a pre-workout, see if they balance stimulants with compounds that give you more of a calmed effect. Calming, focused energy is where you can apply the most strength, the most power, and get the best results. Not the hyper jittery stuff that you get from some of these other pre-workouts. So pay close attention. Does it have stimulants? And does it have compounds that help balance those stimulants out? That's what you want to look for.
What exactly did you use in Preak Power when you formulated that? What compounds did you use for that?
That was the biggest consideration, right? So caffeine is the most well-known stimulant. It's the best tolerated. It's the one that it produces the best, just broad range results. So if you look at all the stimulants on the market, caffeine, it's found in nature. It's got the best safety profile of all stimulants. You got to be careful. So caffeine was in there. That's of course number one. We need that stimulative effect, something that's going to hone in and amplify the central nervous system. You get immediate strength gains from that. So studies will show that if you just give someone caffeine, they're a little stronger, they perform a little better.
But can be easily overdosed, right? To the point where you're jittery and it's like interrupting your performance.
Right. Or just you could just have caffeine. So people are like, what's a good pre-workout? Well, I mean, you could just take caffeine, but if you really want to take it to the next level, what you want are compounds that help balance it out. So there's things like lion's mane. There's something called neurofactor. There's other compounds. Bayoab is good. Bacopa is good. And what they do is they enhance focus without the stimulatory effect. And if anything, they have a calming effect. So this doesn't mean it cancels out the caffeine. It actually makes the caffeine more usable. So and we've all experienced this where we had a cup of coffee or an energy drink and it was too much. So we just kind of felt anxious and aimless almost. Like I'm not even more productive. I'm just anxious now. That's what you don't want. What you want is this really, and we all know what that feeling is like, right? You feel focused. You feel like you could be strong, but you don't feel like you're out of breath. Like you feel like you can have a productive workout. Like that's why you want a pre-workout that understands that and balances things out. Unfortunately, what we have on the market are just stimulant upon stimulant based pre-workouts.
They really want you to feel that rush for the most part, all these other products, when in fact just balancing it out and like doing that in a way where it can sustain that type of focused energy a bit longer too, I think is a big consideration.
Yeah, or right, because then you get this nasty crash afterwards.
Exactly.
Or they throw in like amino acids and stuff like this helps with recovery. Like however many branched amino acids you get from a pre-workout, a scoop of protein powder is going to give you more than that. So, that kind of stuff is, like I said, it's splitting hairs. Really, you want that calm, balanced focus. That's what's going to give you the best performance from a pre-workout.
Speaking of protein powders, has the pre-workout market eclipsed that, or is protein powder number one and then pre-workout number two? What's the leading supplement that's purchased?
Yeah, those are the two bangers, right?
No, protein powders are the top.
Is it? I knew it was, but
in terms of total volume,
yeah.
Profit-wise, margins on pre-workouts are amazing. Because they can get all crazy with them.
Now? Does pre-workout have a no protein powder?
Yeah, you can look at like the top selling segments of the supplement market.
Yeah,
fat burners. That's another one that's got huge margins. And again, fat burners are similar in the sense that they design them to be felt, not necessarily to work.
Oh, Doug broke into the Matrix.
Oh yeah, look at that. You broke the computer there, Doug, on the screen there. Oh, what's going on?
Yeah, they just want to make your skin a bit warm and hot.
Yeah.
It's
remember when you found out that hustle with niacin? I remember when I first pieced that together, like the supplements, you're like, man, this is working because you're sweating like 5 minutes later.
Face is all red.
Works so well.
Did you guys
loaded full of niacin.
Did you guys know that was an old school way of lowering your cholesterol?
Really?
Mega dosing niacin.
Huh.
Why?
I don't remember why. Maybe Doug can look it up. Doug, can you look up niacin for cholesterol?
Wait, one thing at a time. He's trying to figure this thing out for us.
He's not going to figure this out.
He's not going to figure out.
Well, no, I mean, how do you find this?
Andrew, could you help him out?
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at the top supplements. Creatine, I don't know if these are ordered in the order of purchases. Creatine, protein, omega-3s. Okay, I need to find a better page.
Yeah,
here.
it's gonna be tough because there's also the health wellness market.
Well, you know what makes this tough is there's so much marketing around it that you're getting bombarded with they're all bias ads. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the #1 whatever. It's like
specific supplement brand.
click here, for this.
Bodybuilding.com says this.
Yeah,
probably hard to find a non-biased article that's on the first 10 pages.
Niacin used to use to lower cholesterol. In fact, there was a practice where you would megadose niacin and then go in the sauna.
Damn, that sounds like a heart attack waiting to happen.
Look at this. Niacin can lower triglycerides by 25% and raise HDL levels by more than 30%. Now, what's crazy about this is people don't use it anymore because niacin has this side effect of like making your skin red and temporarily and kind of making it tingle. But also niacin's hella cheap, super cheap. You can buy niacin over the counter for nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm positive that's the reason why it's not marketed, because those are big numbers.
Yeah.
Triglycerides by 25%.
Why are we not using that still then,
Because
Sal?
it's cheap. Niacin's cheap as
That's
hell.
why it's effective and cheap, so we don't use it.
Well, they're not going to advertise. They're not going to push it. You know.
That can't be why.
I used to train a cardiologist. Told me all about niacin and saying, "Oh, this is an easy way to fix your blood lipids or whatever."
Yeah. Interesting.
But that being said, have you guys ever megadosed niacin to see what that feels
it's horrible.
Like? That's a terrible feeling.
No,
I've never megadosed. I've had enough to where it's like you'll sweat just sitting still.
Dude, I took a fat dose and I was working. This is when I was managing Santa Teresa. And I started feeling like hot. I'm like, oh, what's going on here? But I didn't pay any attention. And one of my sales guys comes up to me and goes, "You're all red, bro." I'm like, what? And I looked in the mirror and it looked like I got like crazy sunburn everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but then it lasted like 45 minutes.
It wears off,
yeah,
whatever,
and
right?
it kind of went away.
Is it? I mean, can you obviously you could probably overdose. You can overdose on almost anything. So is it?
Your body flushes it out.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's not super dangerous or anything like that.
So weird.
But anyway, back to the pre-workout thing. To give an example, theanine is an amino acid that has been shown to have some anti-anxiety kind of anxiolytic effects. Combining theanine with caffeine makes it so much more effective.
Yeah.
It gives you this longer energized feeling and it's much more focused. So there's a good example of something that balances out the caffeine, because everybody thinks you need to just stack on top of the caffeine more stimulants. That's not going to give you better performance. It'll give you crappier performance. You want calm focus. So when you're looking at pre-workout, look for ingredients that will balance out the stimulant. You'll get the best effect, the best performance, and you'll feel the best, doing something like that. So.